Hello everyone, I'm the Braxman here with a Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you all are doing well because we have an amazing champion here today. We have Scyl the Drakes, a legendary defense champion from the Barbarian faction. Well, within this video, we are going to be discussing her kit, what her masteries should be, or the recommended masteries I have. We also are going to be talking about the stats and then the sets of gear I recommend, at least. And then we are going to go ahead and rate her and test her out in various places within the game. So let's go ahead and get that going. So first off, we have her kit. Let's go ahead and open that. So we have Drake's Swiftness, which is her A1. Attacks one enemy, has a 20% chance of decreasing speed debuff for 2 turns. Also has a 30% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter. This is an amazing skill, being able to do decreased speed and decreased turn meter, be able to slow down that enemy whenever she hits. That is an amazing skill. Be able to slow them down so you can get as many turns in. That is an amazing skill right there. Then we have her A2, Wingbeak Flurry, which is an attacks all enemies 2 times. Each hit has a 20% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. I should also mention in the previous one, let's go ahead and go back to her previous skill. Her damage is based on defense, so we are wanting to get lots and lots of defense, and it requires 4 books to get the damage up a bit, and then increase the debuff and buff chance to go to a 40% chance of decreasing that speed, while a 50% of decreasing that target's turn meter. Just that I would at least add that. And then we have our A2, which requires a 4-turn cooldown, can be booked down to a 3, gives you a little bit more damage, along with 15% more debuff chance, so that goes from a 25 to a 35% chance of placing those stuns. And then we have her A3, Phoenix Right, which is revives an ally with 50% HP and places a 50% ally protection buff on them for 2 turns. This has a 6-turn cooldown, can be booked down to 4. This is an amazing skill. She is one of the few barbarians that has the revive capability. She is also a daily login reward, so reviver, daily login reward, amazing barbarian. This skill is way out there. So with the ally protection, it's meaning 50% of the damage that the champion receives, they get, and then 50% of it goes to Scyl the Drakes. Then we have her passive ability, Boundless Life, which is heals all allies by 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn. Also places an increased speed buff on a random ally for 2 turns. This is an amazing skill as well. If you want, when building her, you want as much speed on her, so this skill can keep on happening, which means we're healing over and over and over again by that 10% of the max HP. So you're wanting that. It is pretty much exactly like a Doom Priest, but without the cleanse aspect. And then with the increased speed, being able to boost anyone else on the team so they can go a little bit faster. So those are her skills. Let's go ahead and talk about her masteries. Bum, bum, bum. So we went down the defensive and support tree. You can go the other way is to go an offensive and support side. But for this build, I built her to be a strong tank with lots of CC capabilities and heal. So for this, you can go, for the defense, I wanted as much defense as I could because that's what her skills are based off of. We wanted to decrease the damage that she receives by the AoE, so blast proof is a nice mastery to have. We also have Retribution is a great skill, so that whenever she has a hit, she's able to counterattack and attack them back. I'll talk about the last one in just a second, but then we want the support side. You can go down the accuracy side so that she makes sure to put out that decreased turn meter, decreased speed, and stuns. But you can also do it so that you're going the health side, which is the way I went. So we are going to get the max HP, the lay on hands, so we're increasing the value of those heals by 5% more. So now it's a 15% heal each time, along with increasing the amount of healing and value of shield buffs placed by this champion by 10%. The target ally has 40% HP or less. This is a nice skill as well, increasing the health even further. So now we can go 15% more health. So that goes to a 25% max HP for those who are less than 40% of their health. We want a little bit of accuracy as well. And then we want with increases the chance of placing any debuff from skills or artifacts. So that increases the chance of decreased speed, and the stun as well. And then last but not least, this depends on the set that you are going to use. You can go ahead and, if you're not going in a stun set, I recommend the accuracy Eagle Eye or the defensive if you're not going through the stun set. But if you are, I definitely recommend a fearsome presence because we have the chance of increasing the placement of stuns by 5% or increasing the skill by 5% as well, which is a nice mastery right there. As always, I have to add that this is my recommended build for the champion I have personally. So if you build her the same way I am, this is the build I would recommend. But if you are doing something different and wanting a little bit more damage, definitely go the offensive rather than the defensive. So you can do her more of a damage build, and if so, I probably would recommend War Master because she hasn't one-hit A1. And then get that crit rate, crit damage, and all the little, such as methodical and all the little masteries. So with that, let's go ahead and talk about what types of stats we are looking for. So with it, first off, we want to look at her speed. The reason why is because of her passive, we want that heal to go on as much times as we possibly can, so that we're healing all of our team. Next, the amount of times we can go to place out that stuns, that decrease speed, that decreasing turn meter, while we can keep that turn or the enemy team from getting a turn in and allowing us to get as many turns in before they can. Next, we are looking for accuracy. This accuracy is what allows us to put out those debuffs, such as the decreased speed, stun, and all of that, and is good for sets as well, such as the stun, which does require some accuracy. Then we are looking at defense, because all of our skills are based on defense damage. We want at least 3,000 damage so that we can put as much of a damage against them. And then since she is defensive, you want her to stay alive so that she can put out those stuns and do that revive. So you want as much HP. So HP and defense provides you with lots and lots of sustain. And if you want more of a damage build, try and get that crit rate up to 100% along with your crit damage to get as much damage out of her build. So now we have the sets. So the different sets that I do recommend is either a stun set, or a relentless set for the 4-piece option. The reason why I would recommend a relentless is the fact that it allows you to cycle through her skills to get as many of those out. And in addition, if you have lots and lots of speed on her, boom, we're good to go. We can put as much heal and CC out as well. But if you, and along with the 4, you'll have 2 extra pieces. I recommend an accuracy, perception, or a defensive set. Defensive providing you with more defense so she can provide more damage to your team. Accuracy or perception giving you a little bit more accuracy so you can put out those debuffs. If you do perception, it increases that speed so you can get more turns in as well. Well, the build that I chose was the stun and accuracy build, because the stun is giving us a 18% chance of more of placing that stun. So in conjunction with her A2 and the stun set, booyah, we have lots and lots more chances for stun, along with her A1 of the 1 hit with a decreased speed and decreased turn meter. And then the accuracy is just giving you a better chance to place out those debuffs. So with the build that we have here, I recommend an accuracy banner or a defensive banner, whatever one way works. If you have enough accuracy on her, boom. If you want at least 220 accuracy or really close to it, I have 214, it's a little low, but I thought it was good enough because this was the better accuracy or better banner that I had, which gave me speed, which is key for wanting to get as many turns in. So I went with the defensive rather than the accuracy banner. I went with a crit damage banner. You can either do a defensive if you want a more sustainable champion. I went with a crit damage because I want a little bit more damage put out there. Then you have a ring, defensive, just be able to provide more sustain with it and give you the defensive but more damage. Then you got our boots, recommend speed. Then you have a HP or a defensive, whatever works. Both of them work. If I can get more max HP, better those heals are. Crit rate glove, just getting more damage out. Then you have your main stats, whatever you aren't. So for your main stats, which is defense, HP, and attack, try and get whatever substats you need from them to fill out the speed requirements, the accuracy requirements, and then the defensive and whatever damage you want to put out as well. So those are the pieces of gear and their stats. Let's go ahead and give her a rating in various places. So right now, first one, campaign location. She is good, or she can be good. She does have an AoE. It isn't her A1, but she can go through there, last the full length, and still stay alive. So she wouldn't be personally the campaign farmer I would use. So I'm going to go ahead and give her a 4. I have Skull Crown. Since she has an AoE in all of her skills, that is an amazing thing to have. So Scyl of the Drakes can be good, but isn't as good as a pure AoE on all skills. So I'm going to go ahead and give her a 4. Faction Wars, she's probably one of the only revivers for Faction Wars in the Barbarian faction, which makes her very crucial. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and give her a 5 on that. Arena Offense, definitely great because she has the revive, the heal, being able to put out that stuns as well. So definitely a worthwhile build, especially from early to mid game, maybe not necessarily end game. Clan Boss can be good unless you are specifically worrying about speed tuning. The reason why I would say not necessarily for that is because of her passive, which puts out the increased speed out, or increased speed on a random ally, which could mess up with speed tuning if you have it for a Clan Boss. So I'm going to go ahead and give her a 4. She can be good because she does have that heal and decreased speed. Arena Defense, definitely a good champion for that, or between early game to mid game, definitely good right there. Dragon's Lair, definitely good. I use her all the way up to stage 25 of Dragons. Spider's Den, AoE, stun, putting out all those spiderlings down, decreased turn meter, decreased speed. Definitely an amazing champion, especially for farming out stage 20. 25, because of the off affinity, she is not great, but definitely worthwhile right there. Minotaur Labyrinth, keeping everyone alive, get those. She definitely can be useful. I don't usually use her, so I'm going to go ahead and give her a 4 because she can do it quite well. Ice Golem, I have used her, and I think she's really good in that position as well. I'm going to go ahead and give her a 5 there. Fire Knight, off affinity, so she isn't as great, but she can keep your team alive. So I'm going to go ahead and give her a 4 there. And then any of the magic keeps, or any of the keeps, are great, so I'm going to go ahead and give her a 5. All of those places are good for her. So we can just give them all 5s, and because I've used her in every single one of those at some point. So with that, boom. You can only rate each champion once per day. Submit these ratings. Yes, I am, because that's how I feel with my Scyl of the Drakes. So with that, we are going to go ahead and test her off in various places, such as the Dragon. We are going to test her off in Arena, and last but not least, because of the rating system, and we don't have Doom Tower on there, we're going to go ahead and try her out on Doom Tower. She's amazing there as well, especially for wave progression. So first off, let's go ahead and do a Doom Tower run. Let's go here. Let's go to the very top one. So instead of Arbiter, let's go ahead and put in Scyl of the Drakes. This will be plenty good right here. And let's go ahead and do it. Run it. I use Arbiter because she does the AoE revive in case. Scyl is great as well because she does have that heal capability much faster than my Arbiter, which is another reason why I would use her. But for this, we have the revive and heal, same thing as Arbiter, so we're good to go. Boom. We got stuns out, which are provided by my Skullcrown and or my Scyl. Both of them have stuns on them because of the stun sets. They're both in them, which makes a great wave clear, because if you can stun them, they don't have a chance of putting out or attacking you, so you can get as many turns in without having to worry about them hitting you back. So it'll take a little while. It doesn't give me the increased speed unlike my Arbiter, but she does a great and amazing job. Realize this is just normal Doom Tower, not hard difficulty, so I bet you she could possibly do hard Doom Tower, but I'm not at that point, so I can't really showcase her there. But right there, we got stuns on Mountain King and Siphi. We now just have to try and take out this other Mountain King. Boom, got a stun out there. You see from my Scyl the Drake, she was able to put that out. Boom, decreased turn meter, decreased speed on the Siphi with the Scyl the Drakes. And see, so far it's not a bad run. We are on the last wave run on normal Doom Tower, and it's already a minute 38. Sometimes it could be longer, even with my Arbiter. So they're about neck and neck, and they're both great champions. And while we got the stun because of my Scyl, and boom, 1, 2, we got 2 stuns out with her stun set, which is amazing. Being able to do it with her AoE, A2, and the Fearsome Presence along with the stun set. Great build right there. And the fact, I think Arbiter had, I think Lonicus or Skullcrown died with Arbiter. So I think Scyl the Drakes actually did a better job of keeping my full team alive, which is exactly what she was meant to do. So with that, that was the run for Doom Tower. Let's go ahead and pull her up in Arena so that we can do Dragon last. Let's go Bastion, Arena. So right now I run a combination. Let's go refresh, see if there's any better. Well, we could do the easy team really quickly. So currently I have an Arbiter, Lysandra, Molly, and Ashelon. We can switch out Molly because we are going to be using Scyl in the same fashion, except for Provoke. We are stunning. That is exactly what we want from the Scyl the Drake, so we can go ahead and quickly run this. This isn't a true test. I just thought I'd at least pull this one out really quick. So we got the speed boost from Arbiter. We have the decreased turn meter while boosting my own. Then let's go ahead and see about, let's use our A1. No, sadly we didn't get anything from that. Let's go ahead and just use Ashelon's A1. Hopefully we can get a second turn in. Yeah, I'm just glad. Well, too bad. Let's go ahead and do another one to show the actual true test of her capabilities. Let's go, let's do right here. This should be good. Now, let's see, right here. We can do the Battle of the Scyls. Let's go ahead and do it. Have fun with it. Battle of the Scyls. Let's see how this goes right here. Boost, decrease, and boost. Then we have Scyl with her AoE. Boom. We got Elise Gaelic down and stunned. And voila, we got even more stuns because of Ashelon, and we just put on AoE. See if we can take out Scyl the Drake so we don't get any more well, actually, we have 2 revivers, so we want to take out Gorgrab first if we can. Both of them ideally want to get out. Dang. So we just let this battle run to its completion. We should win with the capability, and you just saw that she hit Kale even though I'm targeting Gorgrab. That's where the retribution popped right on in, so that we can get that. Let's go ahead and aim for Scyl, so we can decrease that turn meter. Don't give me a revive. Boom, decrease that speed. Dang. I was not hoping for that. That's the one thing I was trying to avoid. Just get Gorgrab and we're good. We're good as soon as we grab this Gorgrab. But we're capable of seeing that Scyl had her stun capability, such as the first incidents. We had stunned Gaelic. We also put decreased speed out on Scyl because of my Scyl. So those were the key points. Let's go ahead and try a dragon run. I'm just going to show you the first round of it, so I don't make this video too terribly long. Let's just do the first run. I'll do it on manual, so you can see exactly when she puts out her stun. So we're decreasing while boosting because of my Lysandra, decrease defense and attack, and voila, we got her stun right out. So we got 1, 2, 3 different stuns out because of the stun and AoE capabilities. So with that, I'm going to go on auto, and I'll see you at the end of this run. Well, we are back. This is the end of the run. Well, you see here we have Scyl the Drakes. She was able to provide so much healing, 700,000 healing for her and the team. So that shows her passive was going out like crazy. She has a decent amount of damage, such as more than my Madame Ceres, more than my Lysandra, almost tied from Elder Skark, and Elenarl by far is my main damage dealer in this team. So with it, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. Please consider giving this video a like and subscription, and please comment down below what you do with your Scyl, such as, do you use a stun set, do you use a relentless set? I would love to hear what types of sets you use on your Scyl of the Drakes. And with that, I also stream Monday through Friday on Twitch. I'll have the description down below. I'll have my link to my Twitch page. I would love to see you all there. I also play Summer's Glory on there as well. I highly recommend you guys checking that out as well. So with that, have a good rest of your day. Talk to you later. Bye.